What's up, everyone? It's Gabby Trades here, and welcome back to the Coin Bureau Trading channel. Well, everyone is obsessing over Bitcoin price right now, but they're missing the real story. The single biggest crypto development of the month of September that happened behind the scenes away from the chart. Well, the SEC just quietly opened the floodgates for a tsunami of institutional money, and it's going to change everything for this market. I'm going to break down what happened and why is this bigger deal that anyone realizes, and which coins are set to benefit the most. So make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new here, because you really need to understand this shift. All right, so we're gonna go straight into it and move into the first story, you guys, and this is a very big one. All right, so here we are. Right, let's look at this. So basically what happened is that the SEC completely redrawn the path to market for crypto ETFs. So on September 17, basically what happened is that they adopted new standards that created a fast lane for crypto ETFs approval. So what used to be once 270-day process of like begging and pledging with regulators can now be as short as 75 days. Can you believe that? This is super huge, you guys. It means that the friction in launching new crypto products on the stock market has been massively reduced. And the market analysts are already anticipating a torrent of new crypto ETF filings. Now, this isn't just a small change. This is actually the regulators signaling that crypto is here to stay as a mainstream financial asset, you guys. All right. So that is insane. Second story. And this is where it gets really interesting for the altcoin holders. So the ETF revolution is not anymore just about Bitcoin. We're already seeing the first true crypto ETF index hitting the US market. Look at this. The hashtag NASDAQ Crypto Index US ETF. Now, this fund is not going to include only Bitcoin and Ether. It's going to include Stellar, XRP, and Solana. Let that sink in, you guys, because now you can get exposure to Solana XRP through a regulated ETF on the NASDAQ. So that gives a whole new level of legitimacy and access to these projects for the stock market participants who, to be fair, otherwise would never touch a crypto exchange. This is like a rocket fuel for institutional adoption of the broader ecosystem in crypto. Now, let's go ahead. I want to show you the charts on some of these potential and my conservative and extended target for some of these altcoins, you guys. So first, we're going to start with Solana. All right, we're going to start with Solana. So the thing about Sol is that what I use, by the way, is my standard deviation to track these moves. So the thing about Solana is that in order for my standard deviation to manifest, there still needs to be a move from Sol that we haven't seen yet, which I already, by the way, warned everyone that was watching me on my main YouTube channel. You guys, if you haven't followed my main YouTube channel, make sure to check in the description box of this video. That is where you're going to find Gabby Trades' main YouTube channel. And by the way, since we're talking about the description box, I also have an amazing offer for you from Tabbit Trading Crypto Exchange. If you're looking for a global exchange to trade, this is what I use. I have a short here open on this exchange, which is well in profit right now. We're only going to look at the ones that are in profit. But yeah, I pretty much made almost $800, $500 in unrealized profits of that. But Tabbit has a very amazing user face, you guys. Make sure to go ahead and check it out. It is in the description box that you can find. They're giving us up to 32.2K in sign-up bonuses, which is insane. So make sure to go ahead and check that. The main story, again, Solana. So like I said, in order for the standard deviation to manifest in a way, Solana needs to break this level first, which sits at, let's scroll around. So that's going to be $231. So we need a monthly close on that specific level. And to be fair, I don't see that not happening, if you know what I mean. So let's say that it's already manifested, because if we get that, then we can draw our standard deviation and have our conservative versus our extended targets on Solana. So, for example, my conservative targets on standard deviation are always going to be in between -2, -2.5, and then my extended targets are always around 4 to 4.5. Now, let's focus on the conservative targets. Look at it, you guys. We're looking at around $700 up to almost $800 as a conservative target for Solana, and then we're looking at around $1,000 up to almost $1,000, 200 for Solana, which is overextended. To be fair, BNB already did $1,000. I wish everything was like BNB, to be fair, but yeah, it is what it is. All right, so that's all. Let's see what else we have here that has potential for an ETF approval. Same thing. If we're looking at AVAX, for example, AVAX needs to break this level over here, which is around $54. So we need to break $54 on a monthly time frame before my standard deviation manifests. And then if it manifests, then we're looking for AVAX conservative targets. Look at that. $137, $158. These are the conservative. And then the overextended targets are going to be around 220, 240 for AVAX, which is amazing to see. What else do we have? Doge, one that I also think is going to do well because they do have papers. They are papered up. So that's important. It might manifest. Again, same thing for Doge. We need to break this level at 0.42212. So that's what I'm going to be looking out for. And if that happens, then my standard deviation is going to manifest. And I'm going to be looking for conservative targets on Doge up to $1, up to $1.2 even as a conservative target. And then an overextended target for Doge almost at $1.8, right? I don't know if we're going to see $2, but 1.8 we might see if it's an overextended target. Pretty amazing stuff, you guys, honestly. I also drew it for Chainlink. Chainlink is a little bit more conservative, you guys, and for Chainlink you only can utilize the weekly time frame. Unfortunately, you can't do it on the monthly time frame the way it is. So you're looking conservative targets for Chainlink in between $42 and $48, and then overextended targets for Link at around $65 to $70, right? I don't know how Chainlink is going to do, but it's important for us to look at the target. Say, another huge potential for Say. Again, for Say, we need to break levels at around $0.7. Once we break these levels, is it actually that? Let me double check. No, it's less than that. We need to break levels at, from 0.65 on Say, on a higher time frame again, and then we're going to be looking at our conservative targets for Say at around $2 up to $2.25. Let's go ahead and mark it. And then we're looking at the overextended target at about $3 to up to $3.47, which is pretty amazing gain. If that happens. Don't forget, there's going to be so much money flowing in these institutional markets and they need liquidity. If they approve the coins, they will be needing these coins to be liquid. APT. So the problem with APT is that you can't really draw a very good, I know that everyone on this channel loves APT, but we have to work with what we have. So for APT, unfortunately, the reality of the situation is currently the way we're sitting, right? The way we're sitting. And that's only in case APT goes ahead and breaks a level of like $4.5 on a monthly time frame with a body close. That is when we can actually manifest this price action. And then we're going to be looking for targets extended to up to $12 as a conservative target. And then potentially we can go ahead and hit $16 mark on APT. Now, let's look at LTC as well. Do we have targets for LTC at all? Yes, we do. I drew that as well. All right, so let's have a look. Is that weekly? Is that monthly? Hold on one sec. We're going to identify that. Yes, that's monthly. So we do need to break $127 on a monthly for LTC for us to be able to manifest these these targets. So conservative for LTC, we're looking somewhere between $295 to $334, $335. Just round the numbers if you want to. Psychological levels are not always hit, right? But it's good to have them in mind. An overextended target up to $450, right? All the way up to almost $490. which is pretty amazing stuff, you guys. So these are the majors that I drew. There is also mid caps that we can look at, but these are the ones that I had a look at. And as we go on, you guys, make sure to attend my live streams, because that's where we're gonna have even bigger look at all the other mid caps and etc. that are a potential for us. But again, make sure to come in the description box. You guys, like this video if you haven't already. Come in the description box, check all the good stuff that Tabbit is offering us as new users. A lot of bonuses, a lot of sign-up bonuses that you guys can make use of. And I also made video on how to use Tabbit. If you don't know, if you're new to crypto, make sure to watch that as well. And again, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.